How's everybody doing? Come on in here. Okay. Come on up in here. I know I'm looking real basic and regular, but that's all right. That's all right. Come on up in here. We got some stuff to discuss. I want to know how y'all feel today. Tell y'all how I feel today. Uh, Come on in here. It's 6 o'clock. I did say 6 o'clock, right? It's almost 6 o'clock. Okay. Come on in here. Come on in here. Let me open up my water. Jack Squad. Oh, I should have said it on my YouTube. Should have said it. That's all right. I know that was gonna happen. Jack Squad, where y'all at? Come on in here. Come on in here. So we can talk about. We can talk about somebody put see two people put say hi to me down here so I know who here. Don't matter. And if you do, subscribe, like, and comment and share. Right? And welcome to the Jack Squad. I don't know where my peoples is at now. Today is not a good day for me, so I'll be there. Took my clothes off and got in the bed. Today is not a good day for me. And tomorrow will be better though. Tomorrow will be better. Someone close to me passed away today. So today is not a good day. Today is not a good day. But anyway, y'all, today I'm talking about Jonathan Majors. Jonathan Majors is the actor in Creed. He's been in other stuff too. Who, I don't know, I guess it's allegedly, he's been arrested. So I don't know if it's allegedly, I don't know what you're supposed to say. That beat on his girlfriend who happened to be white. So we talking about interracial dating. And do y'all think he did it? Do y'all think he did it? Do y'all think he hit her? Now, she had marks and stuff on her. I don't know how them came, some kind of magic way. She said he didn't do it. How did it get there? She wrote some text messages, which is crazy to me. My water is froze. I'm going to have to let it sit a minute. Hey, Lisa Marie. Hey there. What's going on? We're talking about Jonathan Majors, right? And interracial dating. And I'm going to probably say this throughout, right? You love who you love, yeah. I'm not into it. I ain't even looking that way to be in love. I'm not attracted. You have to be attracted, I guess. I'm not attracted to people of another race. I'm not attracted to them. Hey, Janika. I'm not attracted to them, and I'm just not. And hey, Sheila. And not attracted to them. Plus, I'm gonna tell you my philosophy on interracial dating, right? The don'ts or the what I don't like about it. I don't know if it's don'ts. What I don't like about it, right? So let's say Joe Blow is a black man, and he marries Mary Jane, the white woman, right? Or whatever color. She could be anything other than black, right? So then they have kids. They have kids. Right, Sheila. They have kids. So now the kids are, what do they call that? Biracial. Now they're biracial, right? Now those kids are black and white. Now let's say those kids decide to marry white. Now they almost changed the whole code of their family because they married white, and so they got white, and then you didn't change Joe Blow family into a white family. That's why I don't like it, right? Your son-in-law is Jewish. Your daughter married a Jewish man. Well, he got some money. He might have a little change. He's a doctor, a lawyer, or something. Yeah, let me tell y'all something. A friend of mine's, I'm really hurt about it, right? Okay, that's good. That's good. This guy that I dated and I liked a lot right after my ex, like a lot. I liked him a lot, but we couldn't be together because he had a woman, right? I don't know where she was. because we went and did as we pleased. I don't know where she was, but I did that off and on for a little while. That was wrong, so I cut it out. But we still remain friends, right? His dad is a doctor. Oh, and he in finance. Okay then. Okay then. She got a bag. Ching ching. I ain't really okay today. I ain't. And let me tell y'all what happened. So my friend, he was sick. He got sick while we were dating, right? We was at the movies one evening and he couldn't walk. Right now he healthy like me. And I'm like, why you can't walk? So when we sat down at the movies, hey Jacayla, I hope I say your name right, Jacaylia. It's a pretty name. So once we got to the movies and sat down, I looked at his leg and it was swollen. Right now, I used to be a nurse. That's a whole other story. That's gonna be in the book. That's a whole other story. So I know when if your legs are swollen and you push it and the indentation stays, you're retaining fluid around your heart, right? Yeah, Janika, it will. And so he didn't go to the doctor like I told him to, right? Jacayla, okay, that's good. I thought, okay, because that's one of my pet peeves, saying people's names right. So he didn't go to the doctor. He went to the doctor months later. Something else happened. I don't know, because we would date off and on, and really I was just using him for something to do, right? But I liked him though. That just happened to your mom. She go to the doctor. So he went to the doctor finally after something else happened, and he had COPD and what's the other thing? He had something else too, right? Okay, good. So he smoked cigarettes a lot, like back to back, right? And later on something else happened, and then we would be on a break and stuff. And then we were still cool, but we weren't really dating. And I would talk to him from time to time because I started catching feelings, so I cut him off. I stopped messing with him because I'm not a fool. I'm not gonna mess with you and you belong to somebody else. No matter how much fun we have and how much stuff we can do, we didn't have to sneak around. That was just wrong, and I wouldn't want nobody to do it to me. So anyway, I would talk to him from time to time, even when I was in Charlotte, and I talked to him here a few months ago. But he said, because I was concerned because every time I talked to him, something else would be wrong. I want to say he had a bag, when you use for urine and say, like every time I talked to him, something else would be going on, right? And so he called me and I told him, because he's my friend, and I told him, I said, I can't keep talking to you. Now, I don't know if that was selfish. I don't know what it was, but you got a woman. You got who you need. Don't put that on me, because ain't nothing I can do for you. I can't come. Let's say I'm in love. I can't come to the hospital room. I can't tell the doctor nothing like that. I'm not doing that. And that's for the benefit of you, not for the benefit of me. If something happened to you, then I ain't here. So we had a conversation and I said, I can't do this, right? And he said to me, but I need you, right? And I never talked to him again because that ain't was my place, right? And so I seen it because he's not on Facebook or social media. He wasn't one of them kind of guys. And I saw today that he passed. And I knew this person that he was friends with, his childhood friend, I knew if something ever happened to him, I would get it from her, which I did. So that kind of bummed me out, because I knew that was going to come, but it kind of bummed me out. Right? And then let me just tell y'all about my day before we get started. So I went to church today, right? I'm trying to find me a church home. I ain't quite found it yet. And then my car's, So anyway, I went to church today, and I was really distracted, right? And I was on my phone. I was doing all kind of stuff you aren't supposed to do when you're sitting in church. I was really distracted. And then he started talking about something that I needed to hear, like move forward, keep moving forward. Y'all know I'm about all of that, moving forward. The road get tough, keep going, right? And so it came to me, and a lot of times I get good ideas or good thoughts, or the Holy Spirit speak to me while I'm in church, right? So I have come to the conclusion that, and it's weighing heavy on me, I have come to the conclusion that I'm for the next month, I'm going to see how it goes for the next 30 days. I will not be uploading videos. I'll still be going live on Sundays at 6. I'm still going to go live, but I'm not going to be uploading videos. And the reason why is because I was talking to a friend yesterday. Sometimes God will speak to you through somebody else, right? I'm trying to figure out time. I've been telling y'all that for the last 2 years. I'm trying to figure it out. I got to work that. I just don't have the time to finish my book. That is my number one agenda, right? I also, number two, want to increase my subscribership. So that means I have to do more on YouTube. I got to get money. It's not working for me. I don't have enough time, right? So I was talking to a friend and was telling them all what I was doing. He said, you need to do one thing at a time. Makes sense, right? But I'm used to being Supergirl. I'm used to being Superwoman. I can do all things. I got a cape. I'm flying through the air, right? It ain't working like that for me now. So I am not going to do anything. I'm not going out. I'm not doing anything. I ain't going to be talking on the phone that much. I'm not doing anything. I'm going to commit the next 30 days to my book and see how far I get to finishing it, right? Because God has set me down and put me in a place where I can't do nothing. I can't move. I can't do nothing else but that. That's what he wants me to do, right? So I won't be uploading videos, but I will be going live. I want y'all to stay with me because once I get this accomplished, then I can move forward with my next task, which is YouTube, right? So that's what that is, right? I still want you guys to comment. I still want you guys to email me and stuff like that. It's just I'm only going live on Sundays at 6. I won't be uploading any videos. And then on Sundays, whatever went on through the week, I don't care what it was, how long it take, we're going to talk about it. If it take 2 hours, 3 hours, 1 hour, whatever it take, we're going to discuss it. I'm going to give y'all my opinion and my commentary, and then y'all do the same, right? So that's it for the next 30 days because I have to commit to this. I took a leave of absence. I'm not working. I'm not doing anything but my book starting tomorrow, right? Yep, Kelly, I am. And so I got to do this because, like I said, God has me in a position where I can't move, right? And so I know that's what it is. I've been knew that's what it was, but I was trying to do all things. But now that my son is here and can help me financially, I'm going to take advantage and opportunity of this time because he can go at any time, right? I have to tell myself that as well. Yeah. But like I said, I'm used to being everything to everybody, right? I can't do that right now. I just can't. And it's bumming me out. So I was already bummed out about that. You know, like I told you, I don't know if I told you or not, but I had a little baby breakdown a couple of days ago with my son, right? He was like, don't worry about it, so on and so forth. I'm used to being Jackie. I'm used to handling my business. I'm used to doing a whole bunch of stuff at one time. Just do this, do that, take care of this, take care of that, take care of them, this and that, and that, and that. It ain't working for me now. I need to focus. And, you know, as a writer, you have to be by yourself. I just never had the opportunity to really just do that. So I'm taking it now. So I don't care. I don't care what happens. I don't care what bills don't get paid. I don't care nothing because it's in my spirit and I got to get it out, right? So that's that. So don't think I'm gone because I ain't gone. I'm going live every Sunday at 6 o'clock, no matter what. I'm going live every Sunday at 6 o'clock, you know, unless something drastic happened or something. But I'm going live every Sunday at 6 o'clock. So that's my thing I want to tell y'all. And I'll put it in my community too, that I'm going live at 6. Just won't be, because when you upload videos and record videos, it's a process and it takes a lot of time. It takes hours, right? That I need to be committing that time to my book. I just need to. So anyway, y'all, that's that on that, right? Let's talk about Jonathan Majors. First of all, I didn't realize he was such a big deal, right? I know one of my friends got a crush on him, but I didn't realize today when I was looking at him and reading up on him, he got a body. He got a body, right? Now, I don't know if he's short or tall. He looked like he's probably 5'9", 5'10". I don't think he's that tall, right? But he got a nice physique, right? That's why he in Creed, right? Now, first of all, he got it to somebody. He called the police on his girlfriend. But when the police get there, she's all marked up and she got strangulation marks. And this is what I got to say about, we can argue, we can cuss each other out. We might have a little shoving match, maybe, right? You cannot slap me, punch me, kick me, spit on me, none of that. And you damn sure can't choke me. Choking is like you don't want me on this earth. You're trying to kill me, as far as I'm concerned. If you put your hands around my neck, you trying to kill me. That's a whole different creature than he can punch me in my eye or slap me in my face. This is a death move. To me, this means death, right? So this young lady recanted and sent out some text messages to him, and the lawyer got a hold to him. Like, I don't know if this lawyer's stupid or dumb, right? And she's saying, I told him you didn't do it, and this and that. Well, she's copping her plea to him. Now, to me, that's 101 in abuser school, right? That's what they do. They take up for the one that has been abusing them, right? And like I said, she got marks on her. Now, if he was in the house and she was in the house and he didn't do it, who did it? The ghost? Who did it, right? And that's why I said his lawyer looked stupid, because the lawyer released that information, right? And thought that was a cool thing to do, because she said, how many times have we seen that the person that gets abused recanted? That happens all the time. Not only do they recant, they go back with them. That didn't prove nothing to me, right? He said he didn't do it. He didn't do it. This is my question. Do you guys think he did it? If so, drop down in the comments. Let me know what y'all thinking, right? Do you think he did it? Yeah, I saw the messages. I saw him. It was all stupid to me, right? Like, what does that mean? What does that mean, right? She's saying, I told him, and don't worry about everything, don't worry about nothing and all of that, right? In the heat of the moment, it got heated. He did what he did, you did what you did, now you want to take it back. Yeah, he did it. That's what I'm saying. He did it. Now, I hope she be all right. But a bigger question to me is, are you guys interested in dating or marrying other cultures, other races, I should say, other races? And what's your thought on dating outside of your race? Me, I just said I'm not with it. And I'm gonna be real honest with y'all. When I see a black man, not so much when I see a black girl with a white man, I wonder like, why you with him? Is he attractive to you? But when I see a black man with a white woman or a Chinese woman, whatever kind of woman, I get offended. Now I could be stupid or something, but I do get offended. She trying to cover for him so he don't leave. But right, but let him leave. But he's a millionaire, but let him leave. It's a slippery slope. Ain't nothing like a black. Ain't nothing like it. Ain't nothing like it, Sheila. Ain't nothing like it. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen some nice looking white guys or whatever. I've seen like a guy on Sisters, the white guy that the one girl go date. He's a cute white guy. But have y'all ever noticed that white guys that only date black women have a different swag or a different look to them, even though they're white? But it's something about them. It's something about them, right? Like they took it on a black man's persona as much as they can. To me, the guy that I ain't finished watching it yet, the guy that Tamar is engaged to, with the exception of the way he got his hair combed and slicked down with the VO5 gel, his way he talk, the way he sit, and when you don't see his hair and he got on the cap, his whole persona is like a black man. I haven't been, it never works out. Just the cultural differences. That's what I would say too. So give us an example of a cultural. What do they say? Or what do they do? Will you be like, no, I don't like that. Don't do that. Like, what do they do, Janika? Because I got girlfriends I got quite a few of my close girlfriends have dated white guys. I have a couple of them say they ain't going back because black men don't know how to act, right? They don't know how to act. Hey, Nick. We talking about would you date outside your race? Would you date outside your race? And do you think Jonathan Majors beat up his girlfriend? Tassim, that's all right. I can date white, but he can't be a square. Yeah, that's gonna be hard to find, like a little needle in a haystack. He's got to be been around black folks, raised around or been around, and then he can never use the N-word. He can't. Some stuff he can't say and do. I would not date outside my race, and I think he did. Yeah, he did. She's a white girl. She's white. She's white. If that's the picture that I saw on Google today, she's white. She's definitely a Becky. Blonde hair. She's a Becky all the way, right? I would have nothing in common. I don't either. So for me, I'm real petty, y'all. So I can't get past the skin. I can't even know if you're a good person, if you're smart, if you believe in God. I can't even get to that point because of your skin. Now I know that sounds crazy, but that's the truth of it, right? Definitely couldn't kiss him. Oh no, couldn't kiss him. No, no, couldn't. He can't touch me. See, that's the thing. We could, if we could go out and talk, maybe, but he can't touch me. Nah, he ain't gonna go for that. You can't touch me. Cannot touch me, for sure. If it's John B, hey Felicia, if he believes what we believe and how we eat it, yeah, we ain't doing no pumpkin pies, right? We ain't doing no pumpkin pies. We ain't doing no 3-bean salad. We ain't doing no raisins in the potato salad and all that. We ain't doing none of that, right? But the bigger picture is, let's say you're with them. See, because it's bigger for me. The bigger picture, like I told y'all, I don't know if all y'all was in here when I said, so Joe Blow marries Becky, have kids by Becky. So now they have the biracial kids. Then the biracial kids marry white. And let's say they do that a couple generations. You can turn Joe Blow's black family all the way white. See what I'm saying? You can turn the family all the way white. Then they'll be looking down in the pictures and be like, who is that black one? You know, you can turn the whole family white. Then also culturally, like, can you talk how you want to? Like I use the word N. I use the N word a lot, right? I try not to use it on here, but I use the N word a lot because that's just what we do. Most of us, that's what we do, right? So if you're sitting around them, is it appropriate to use the N word around them? We don't want them using it, so is it appropriate for us to use it around them? Because we use it as a term of endearment. So what we did was flip it around. You know, they meant it for bad, we use it for good. So do we use the N word? When we at the Thanksgiving table with Becky's or Billy Bob's people, do we use the, how do we talk? Because I like to talk how I want to talk, right? I cuss a lot, right? Now if I went around your family and stuff, I ain't gonna be doing all that cussing. But if I'm talking to my man, I'm cussing. That's what I do, right? I ain't gonna cuss in front of your mama, in front of your family or the church folk or nothing like that. I know how to be. I'm a lady. But if I'm just with my friends or with my man, I'm cussing. I'm cussing like a motherfucker, right? So those kind of things. But he can't do it. And then another thing just popped in my head. So you have the babies. What religion are they? Like you said, Jewish. The Jewish are Jewish. They Jewish. They that's what they are, right? And they usually marry and stay within themselves, right? It's a no for you. So now do we raise the child in the synagogue or do they go to Over the Rock Baptist Church? Like, how does that work? You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things. And then the kid, even bigger than that, the child has to go to school and don't know quite what they are. They don't know if they're black. They don't know if they're white. They don't know how to identify, right? It's not a practicing Jew. Oh, he's not. So, because a lot of times, if you date Jewish, they want you to convert, and they want you to convert to Judaism. Oh, but dating white men, they want to use it too, and it's a no. Yeah, you can't use it. Can't use it. Cannot use it. No. See, and for me, another thing, it's kind of how Tia and Tamara are. Tamara married to a white guy too. Right, yeah. But isn't their mom or dad or somebody white? For me, it's the kids don't know. I was just about to say something that went out my head. He think he's black. The mom is black and their dad is white. Okay, I knew somebody was white. I just don't, your kids are, do y'all ever watch Blackish? And then they got another one when she was little, the mama was little, is it Grownish or what's it called? It's two spinoffs. It's Blackish, it's when she go to college, Grownish, and then it's the other one. I can't think of the name of it. But it's funny, but it points out very valid points, right? I love it too. I love it. You know what I'm saying? I really do, right? Because the dad is like a hippie, and he was in a hippie compound. So they're very liberal. That was a liberal look at it, at the mixed thing. But it can be difficult because you don't know how you identify. that can be difficult. And I wouldn't want to put my kids through that. Same way I wouldn't want to put, now I ain't trying to step on nobody's toes, hurt nobody's feelings, but I think about the kids the same way it would be, I think, when two same-sex folks adopt a child, right? I know everybody doing it. That's the end thing to do. I know that. But I think that the child would have a matter of, they're cool in the house. See, whatever you do in your house is cool. It's when they step outside, when they go to kindergarten and start seeing the world, that it becomes confusing and difficult for them. That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying I don't like it. I ain't saying nothing like that. I'm just saying I think it's confusing, right? I think it's confusing to the child. So then, if your child is biracial, you're in an interracial relationship, you have to teach both cultures, right? You have to teach both cultures, don't you? And then where do you lead? Like, it's so confused. Like, why have all that confusion? I know you don't know what love at and all that stuff. But as a child that grew up, as a person that I was a child that grew up in a confusing state, that's why I say that, right? I say to each his own, but I couldn't do it. I just would be thinking of, that's what come on, talk about it, Neat. And had that way, whatever. I always think of that. That was going to be my next bullet point. It was too much of a struggle for me, and I already have that enough being with it. Yes, ma'am, Janika. Yes, ma'am. So that's the thing. In my head, so I grew up in an era, I'm dark. I grew up in an era where Black folks we were the last on the totem pole with our own race, right? So when I was in school, all the guys like the light-skinned girls, all the whole while I was in school, right? Probably elementary, I just wasn't paying no attention. Junior high and high school, the guys like the light-skinned girl. She could have been ugly. If she was light-skinned, they liked her. So me and my dark friends, we grew up with that, right? We grew up knowing we darker and we come second. I don't want to say second, but we wasn't high up on the totem pole because of our skin color. We were darker, right? And so I made a conscious decision probably when I was a kid. I don't even know if it was a conscious decision. I just know I've always been attracted to dark men, right? But as I got older, that's what it was for me. I wouldn't want to censor myself at home. So yeah, exactly, Felicia. Exactly. Good word, censor. So we grew up and we would have these conversations. I remember when I was in high school, we would have these conversations because a lot of my friends were dark, wasn't purposefully, but they were, right? And about what it's like being dark and how men overlook us, boys overlook us at the time. So I probably, now that I think about it, developed a resentment. But I knew that the reason why our skins are different hues and different tones is because of slavery, right? And a lot of guys still think that, yeah. And so I would never, that's one of my reasons. And I tell my girlfriends that do date white. I would never date because I could think about, even though they didn't do it, somebody on their ancestral tree raped or molested and had their way with somebody, some Black women, right? Now let's think about it. When I think about it and go too deep, it's horrible, right? Because I didn't realize that a few years ago the real horrors of being a slave woman, right? You always see the movie Master call your name, take you to the room, have sex with you. But when I think hard about it as a grown woman, he was probably doing all kind of stuff they was doing all kind of stuff to us. You know what I'm saying? Putting their penis in places we don't want it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just like we gonna go in there and bam, and it's over with. No, I don't think it was like that. It was real horrors to that, right? Because if you took my husband and beat the skin off of him, I know you're doing some horrific stuff to me in this room, right? So when I think about it like that, that's always was a block for me. Like, I could never give you the satisfaction. And what's so weird is on social media, especially TikTok, they out of control, right? Hey, Denise. White men always on social media is in my inbox. Always. I don't know if they scammers. I don't know if they real because I don't respond, but they're always there. Always, right? Like, I know that white men, they might not say it out loud, they might not tell everybody, but they are attracted to the black woman's body, right? Even though they make us these white girls now look like they corn fed, but they're attracted to the skin. The skin, you got to be attracted to the skin. For the same reason why I'm not attracted to them is the reason why they're attracted to us. Number one, I'm gonna say it's the skin. It's the melanin. I don't care what nobody say. I don't think it's got nothing to do with the booty and none of that. It's the skin. It's the skin tone, right? So I can't mess with you because I know the horrors that my ancestors went through with you. I wouldn't give you. I wouldn't give you I wouldn't give you the satisfaction of being with me. I wouldn't. Chocolate melts. Yeah, I wouldn't give you the satisfaction of being with me because let me just tell you this little tidbit. Like I told you, I have friends that date white men and they like to date you. And if they have money, my friends say they got money, they treat you nice, da 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 da. But that always stops. It stops after a while. It stops, right? Because the thrill is gone. We're just a thrill. We're just, you see in Hollywood and on TV they marry, white and all that. But for the most part, it's just a thrill of being with a black woman. And that definitely it's a thrill for white women to be with a black man. Because if I was white, I want a black man too. Right? So it's the thrill of it. It's the novelty of it. It's not like we really want you. It's that they want to test you. They want to play with you, right? Thank you. Thank you. I wasn't feeling it today, y'all. I wasn't feeling it today, but I wanted to tell you guys that if everybody just came in, I won't be uploading videos for the next 30 days. At least it may be longer, but for the next 30. I will be going live. So y'all come back next Sunday at 6. I will be going live no matter what. I'm just not going to be uploading videos. Because I have to do one thing at a time. And the one thing that I'm going to do is finish my book. I have to do that. I've been doing that for the last year and a half, right? And I stop and start because I just don't have the time. And quite personally, it's very emotional, right? But now I have the tools to move forward, right? And as y'all know, I've been going to therapy and stuff. So my therapist, when I talk, I don't know, I guess that was last week, was like, if you need me, we can schedule a meeting, because once I get through this hurdle, I'll be good. I would hope so. Anyway, yeah, once we get through this, I get through this hurdle of this book and overcoming all these emotions. So what came to me today, I wrote it down. What came to me today was I'm going to have to go through these, in writing this book, I'm going to have to go through these trials and tribulations again in my mind and in my spirit so I can come out on the other side and be triumphant. You know what I'm saying? I have to get it out my system. I have to. It's precedence right here, right? And God has not let me do anything else that I want to do. Yeah, well, the ladies at my church, in my Sunday school class, in my church in Cleveland, my older ladies, I love them, told me, and this would make me understand better, that my testimony most definitely would help someone because I'm successful in terms of coming out of it. And I got all my eyes, all my limbs. I ain't cross-eyed. My hip ain't bad. I ain't in jail. I ain't on drugs. I'm not being abused, because that's all the things that happen to people who start off like me. It's a horrible road, right? I know people right now who are still battling all types of addictions because of that, right? So I thank God every day that is not me. Not saying I have never had any of those battles, but I've overcome a lot of things. And I can pat myself on the back, right? So I have to get it out, and so I can help somebody. You know what I'm saying? And I have to get it off my chest. I think once I get it out and get it off my chest, I really want a movie. Quite frankly, I want a movie. But I plan on my book. I'm speaking it into existence. I've said this years ago. I plan on my book being on New York bestsellers list. I do, because I'm going to pour my everything and tell my truths. And when you all read it, I'm gonna be a miracle, right? So I have to get it out because God has stifled me, right? So I have taken a leave of absence from my job. I'm not doing anything but writing. And that's it. I'm not doing anything but writing. So, just want you guys to stay with me and pray. Stay and pray with me, y'all, that I get through it. Yes, he is, that I get through it. I'm going to get through it, most definitely. But I have come to the realization I cannot do everything all the time. Just can't. It's just not going to work. It's just not working for me, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm going to get through it. And today, as I was sitting in church, and he was saying, "Go, you got to go through it," and he was giving his testimony, but I would never would have thought, right? This church I went to that I like, it's about my third time going. This pastor said he had been to the penitentiary 3 times. He was on drugs for 15 years. Now he in the pulpit speaking good, right? So I do believe in change. I definitely believe you can change your life around, right? Thank you, Janika. But I have to. As I was sitting there, let me tell y'all something. As I believe in the Holy Spirit, right, and I rely on that. As I was sitting there, I was feeling so heavy and so overwhelmed, right? I was like, okay, I got it. I got to do this, and I was okay. I got it, right? So, I don't care. Like I said, I quit my job. Not quit. I took a leave of absence, and I'm going to focus on this. So, that's what it is. You never know what people have went through. We don't look like what. Exactly, right? So, hey, Lorraine. So that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, whatever went on through the week, we gonna talk about it, right? But back to the interracial dating. I would never, solely on the number one, the skin. I don't like the way it feels. I told y'all that story. The only person I remember from elementary school, their name is this girl. I remember 2 people. This black guy named John Ivy. I used to steal his lunch all the time, right? And his snacks out of his lunchbox. And white girl, her name was Alice Horstowski, and we had to hold her hand, and her hand would be so slimy. I was like, oh, couldn't stand it. We had coat rooms, right? I don't know if y'all young, y'all ain't had no coat rooms. We had coat rooms, right? When I tell people this, they be like, what? We had coat rooms, and the coat room was a little area in your classroom behind it, and you put your coat, right? Let me tell y'all something. This is funny. This is gonna be in my book because it's funny. Now it is, right? I was a thief, right? So growing up in this particular foster home, I didn't get all the niceties that everybody got. I was taken care of, but I didn't get all the niceties, right? And y'all had a coat room, okay. So I didn't get all the niceties. So I discovered, because I'm a thief at heart, I could go in people's lunchbox. Everybody got their lunchbox back there right now. Why the lunchbox went in the refrigerator? I don't know why the food didn't spoil. I don't know. Go in the lunchbox, and then people had cookies, homemade cookies, candies. They didn't went to the stove. See, I didn't get no money to go to the stove. They had all the niceties. And I would go in people's lunchbox, and I knew who had the good lunchbox. It was this one boy. His name was Jay. I remember his name too. I remember what he looked like too. His mama always put cookies and good homemade cookies and good stuff. I got him every day for a year. And I was, let me tell y'all this. Yeah, that's right. Thank you, Denise. Let me tell you something. I was in from 3rd grade through 6th grade. I was with the same people. I was in what they call major work, right? That was enrichment. It's called enrichment for the smart kids. I was part of the smart kids, right? And so we was the same people in the 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade. So I knew these folks. And I knew who had the good lunches, who had the snacks, who went to the store before school, whose mama made this. I went through their lunch for years. I did that for years, y'all. I went through their lunchbox. I sure did. I went through their lunchbox, and that was a thrill of mine. I would go through their lunchbox. Everybody in the room. And see, in my head, and it could have been true, but in my head, I was smarter than the smart kids, right? So, when you read, they say, well, come on, Johnny, read. And Johnny, you're taking too long, right? Johnny taking too long. So while Johnny doing what he doing, I got to raise my hand. I got to go in the coat room. When I go in the coat room, I'm going to steal some snacks out of there, right? I did for years, right? I did, right? And they just closed that school down just before I left Cleveland, too. They had just closed that school down. Yeah, but I did, that elementary school. I did. I most definitely did. But, all that stuff, because it plays a part in who I became. It plays a part in who I became, right? But anyway, back to the interracial dating, right? Now, do we as Black folks condemn Jonathan Majors? Do we say that's what you get? You should have been messing with a white girl, or do we embrace him, or do we just let it play out and see what happens? Or do we say that's what you get for messing with it? He ain't had no business messing with it. Because if he fights women, he fight black women too, y'all know, I believe, right? Good evening, Jay. Hey, Lily Grandma, what's going on, sis? We talking about Jonathan Majors, if he hit her, but you know what I find out? I've heard this through the years, that a lot of black men like white women because they're very submissive. Very, very submissive, right? They do what they're told, so to speak, right? So that's why they like them. I can't get past the skin. They like pig. It looks like pig skin. It's pink, right? He should be put in jail regardless of race. I don't play with the guy, right? And even more so, like I said, choking. You choked her. You try to, and anytime you put your hands around somebody's neck and try to cut off their breathing, you try to kill them. As far as I'm concerned, that's attempted murder. To me, that's attempted murder, right? Now you slap them and hit them and whatever, pinch them, but around the neck, put your hands around my neck, you try to kill me, bro. And I don't want no more parts of you, no more. Gotta let it play out, yeah. Me too. But see, once you go over there, see, this how we is. If you go over there and you want to come back, we embrace you. Come on back, cuz, right? Who? Tisha, Kimmy, and Tasha attempted murder. Tisha, who? Kimmy on Love and Marriage Huntsville. I was so upset yesterday, y'all. I was so upset that Love and Marriage DC didn't come on last night. They showed the 100th episode or something, 100th celebration for Love and Marriage Huntsville. I don't want to see that. I want to see the real Huntsville when they come out. But I was looking forward to Love and Marriage DC. And y'all know what else? Hey, Connie. Y'all know what else? Somebody told me to start watching Put a Ring on It. I hadn't watched last season, so I'm invested into this season now, right? Who all watch it? First, tell me who all watch it so we can discuss real quick. Because the one couple, the cute couple, they all cute. The cute couple, dark-skinned guy, light-skinned girl with the short hair. Chance and I think his name is Rumbard or Humbard. He got a funny name. I haven't watched it. Yeah, they do. Oh, yeah, Tisha and Kimmy. Yeah. Well, now, Kimmy Kimmy's being a wife right now. But that Chance, her name was Chance and his name was Humbert or something. Funny kind of name, right? They left the show. And what I didn't like was the therapist was trying to therapeutic on them, right? And Chance got real... Well, no, wait a minute, come on then, let's talk about it then. Let's talk. You can't receive nothing if you like that, sis. You got your block up, right? Yeah, she got real huffy with the therapist, right? And when I look, they have a new therapist than they gave from last season. Now, last season's therapist was probably a little more mild-mannered. This therapist was looking like, girl, I'm about to jump over here and slap the shit out you, right? But she was I could see she was trying to refrain and stay in professional mode. But girlfriend was trying to take her out of her professional mode. Did you see it, Janika? Did you see it? What you think about Chance? How Chance acted to the therapist? How she acted to the therapist? Like, come on, then, let's talk about it. Like, she told Dude was crying, so evidently something wrong with him. And he was crying with tears in his scrunched up face, right? She tried to help y'all, and she said, "No, I got it. And she tried to tell her he's controlling. She said, "No, he ain't. Yeah, we get a new couple. I'm dying to see who the new couple is." But what you think about how she talked to the therapist, and what you think the therapist was thinking? Because I read the therapist's eyes, was like, "Girl, you ain't got no more time for that, sis." Yeah, because I didn't like the way Chance was looking at her. It was like she was challenging the therapist. You had no business coming on the show. But what happened was they was going on dates, and then they didn't like it because I couldn't go on that show. My man is not going on a date, and I ain't either. I don't, like I said, when I watch these reality shows, some of these shows, whoever I've ever dated would not go with that. I ain't never dated a man who's like, "Come on, Jack, we're going to go on the show. We're going to go on here and and we're gonna date other people and see if we really right for each other. I don't know, no man. I ain't never been with nobody that would been cool with that. So they just take special kind of people to get on that show. And watch your man walk out with a woman with a body and booties and titties, because they down here in Atlanta with all that body and the tight dress on and go on and say bye-bye. And see, that's what Chance, the girl he went out with somebody that he wouldn't have liked, no way. She looked like, a good, wholesome girl, which is that's what he said he wanted, somebody submissive. But he wasn't attracted to her. They gave him somebody that he wasn't going to be attracted to, no way. Yeah, right. Wasn't realistic, right? It ain't. Because, like, who going to get on there? I just wouldn't do that. And let's say I agreed to. As soon as I see him, like, that's all right. We quit. Hey, producer, we quit. We had enough of this, right? I don't know if they get paid. I got to Google that to see if they get paid. I'm in and out, y'all, trying to keep up with topics. That's all right. They say that lady is not even a... I've seen her before, though. She's not? She's not. Well, what is she? What is she, Janika? I don't know her name to Google her. What is she? I'm going to have to Google who she is and then Google her. What was... She got a real therapist? Wow, I can't believe that. Why would they have her on the show? Because she is real combative. The therapist is... You got to put a ring on it, because what it is they have 3 couples. This is the second season, I think, right, y'all? This is the third one. This the third one, right? First one was real interesting. All of them been interesting. She's a relationship expert. Okay, well, that's cool. That's close enough, ain't it? The budget must have got small, right? But anyway, it's 3 couples. And they're deciding if they want somebody, they want to get married, but somebody's going too slow on the getting married part, right? So they send them on dates with other people to see if the person they with is really who they want to be with. You got to watch it. It's very interesting from a psychological aspect. Like, that's nothing that I can do. From a social aspect, it's very interesting, right? To see how people react to stuff. Like, and then they did something on this season that I never see them do it. I don't remember them. They brought their exes on. They told them, you're going to go on a date with your ex. Now, we definitely ain't doing that, right? No, we ain't talking about Escape yet. So, we talked about it the other day, whenever it was. Child, listen. As far as Escape go, what's her name? Tasha. Her husband done talked her in. And can't nobody make me believe that her husband didn't talk her into saying we got an open marriage. That right there did it for me. Like, he just throwing you out there and telling you just going along with this foolishness, right? But they trying to save face, but they're both dumb. They're dumb narcissists. They're not even smart narcissists. A lot of times narcissists have the real good ability to manipulate. If they have been manipulating anybody, it was the mama and Tamika. That's it. They ain't manipulating nobody else. Yeah. Because I've seen that lady before on something, though. I've seen her before. She's not new to me. I don't know where, but I've seen her before. But I didn't like the way that Chance is coming to her. But back to Escape. That was a half-ass narcissistic apology. And I'm going to say that Tasha's on the verge of a real breakdown if she don't step back from social media. Which I don't know how she can, because she has to promote. Don't she have to promote her gospel album? So you still got to be out there, right? This is a hell of a time for the girl to come and say she's been messing with your husband for 5 years. Because if they had an open marriage, soon as the girl announced a couple months back that she'd been with him for 5 years and they got a baby, they would have quickly said, "That ain't we ain't open marriage, so we didn't mean to have no baby, but my wife know that." That's what would have been said when she said that. Yeah, she does. That's what would have been said, right? But now that it's another girl that come up, and according to the baby mama Unique, alleged, it's more babies out there. It's more babies out there, right? So I want Mama to go live. I never needed to hear what Mama got to say about this. But then Mama embarrassed because Tasha says she tired of him dragging her mama. Mama in there crying, trying to pray to Jesus, talking to the pastor and everything. She tried to get right with the church and all that. Mama got her own thing she got to deal with, right? Because she was sister so and so at church. Now sister so and so been lying and stealing. She got to get that together over there at the church. She got to get that together. She got to get that together. You know what I'm saying? It's really sad, y'all. But in this day and age, God don't like ugly, and karma come around real quick. He don't like ugly. He don't bless mess, right? Y'all too messy over there. Y'all too messy. Y'all too messy and stealing and lying. Listen, when I was growing up, they always told me, if you lie, you'll steal. If you lie, you'll steal. Okay? That's what the people say. That's what the old folks used to say, right? So, that's a mess. And quite personally, and this is what I want to know is Tasha thinking, because, Xscape is on tour now. They got some dates, right? They started yesterday. Do you sit back and think, damn, I could have been getting that bad? Because that would be on my mind. And Tasha K has talked to the third one already. Right. That's what I heard. And then I was looking at the comments. Tiny got a podcast. Now everybody talking. Everybody got a YouTube channel and a podcast, right? And in the comments on Candy's page today, I think I was reading, they had on some really cute outfits. Y'all seen them on YouTube? They was red with the tight red thigh boots, shiny. I know I like shiny shit. It was bedazzled and it was red, like one-piece bikini things. It was real cute, right? 3 of them. And it had Tamika in the middle with their arms around her. Okay? Check that. Nobody probably didn't pay that no attention. Just want to see God singing as a ministry. That's right. Ooh, speak on it, Nick. Speak on it, Sister Nick. That's right. I looked just like my sister just did when I did that. But anyway, in the comments on Candy's page, there were people that were there at the concert last night. It was like, y'all did a beautiful job. Tamika sang her sister's part. Y'all did a beautiful job. Can't wait to see y'all again. So it's going well. Meanwhile, Tasha over here about to have a nervous breakdown of a catastrophic event happening in her life, right? And it's supposed to be a good time for you because now you got what you finally wanted. You know what Tasha going through? Y'all know that show. What was that show? What was that show called? Twilight Zone. Tasha in the Twilight Zone. She got what she always wanted, and it ain't hitting on what she thought it was gonna hit on because you got it wrong. See, when you do wrong, I don't know why people don't understand. And what I really double don't understand is Tasha, y'all was raised in church. You the Christian that you say you is, the good Christian girl. You got to know that. You can't fool. You can fool us, maybe. But you can't fool God. You can't fool the Holy Spirit. You can't. You think you're going to let your album go get platinum or gold? Her album ain't even going to get aluminum foil, y'all. Okay? It ain't even going to get aluminum foil. Because if the people think like I think, like I'm not interested in hearing it because I might like it. And she don't deserve that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not interested in hearing it. I'm not interested in hearing it. Because all I'm going to think about, see, right now, she don't understand that she's a distraction. So if somebody comes to see you, if they come see you, all they're gonna think about is this mess going on with you, your sister, and your mama, and your husband. That's all it's going. And you're gonna have to go sit somewhere way down over there for this, so this can go away. A long time. She's gonna have to go away. She's gonna have to sit down for a long time. I don't know how you promote your gospel album. I don't know how you promote your gospel album in mess. I don't know how you do that. Leandra, one of my favorites, she had a mess going on, but she was she was drinking alcohol or something, whatever she was doing, right? But she apologized, went somewhere and got help, talked to Ayala, and came back out, and they love her. We love her, right? You gotta fix it and show remorse. You gotta fix it and show remorse. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Well, how I'm going to get out of that, and all I'm thinking about is your husband and the 30,000. Your husband crossed that screen while you was talking to the producers. Your mama talking about you jealous of your sister. That whole thing is toxic. Been toxic, right? Like I said, when I saw the picture today, Tamika was in the middle, and they had their arms around her and was singing. That's sisterhood. That's them are sisters now. Sister don't necessarily have to be the blood. It's whoever treats you like a sister. Yeah, Leandra had to step away, and get herself together and come back. Her voice is so. Ain't that true? Ain't that the right? She's not shown any remorse. None. How she won a gospel album and open marriage? Listen, that's what somebody else said. I think fucking Neva said that. How you in an open marriage? How you in an open marriage, good Christian girl, and you want to sing gospel? I don't think she thought this through. I'm telling you, he's stupid, but he's the manipulator. They didn't think this through. They did not think this through. The only way you could say you in an open marriage singing gospel if you've been singing gospel, you established. Let's say Shirley Caesar say, y'all know what, I'm in an open marriage. Okay, Shirley, we know you know, that might work for Shirley Caesar, Yolanda Adams. It ain't gonna work for a newbie, Latasha Scott. It ain't gonna work for her. It ain't gonna work for her. It ain't gonna work for her. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna work. I don't know why she thought that it would. They was not thinking. See, she was so. Listen, I'm telling you, that she's really a narcissist, and because I just thought about it, you know, narcissists think they're the greatest on earth, no matter what. They are the greatest on earth, and that's what she. That's what she thinks. That's what she thinks, right? So she hadn't even sat down and thought how this looked to the world. She ain't thought about that. She might be thinking about it now. That's why she was crying. She might be thinking about it now. You know what I'm saying? But she's gonna have to sit down. But this is what she need to do. Let me tell y'all what she need to do. Whatever church she go to, I don't believe she go to a church. I don't believe she got a pastor. But if she don't, go get you. If she down here in Atlanta, go get Jamal Bryan. Somebody, you know, everybody know. Or go get you little Reverend Jones around at the little church or something. Go get the one from your mama church where your mama stole the money and gave it to him. Go see him, right? And since you on a public, you want to keep doing things publicly. TD Jakes, somebody sit down with them people, let them people talk to you and embrace you and pray over you. And then you go sit down somewhere for a long time. But in the meantime, before you go sit down a long time, you need to apologize to your sister and give her that $3,000, $30,000. Ain't nothing gonna work until you get that $30,000 back. I hope she know that. You need to get that $30,000 back. You need to do that publicly, or let Tamika hold up a check. Something you need to give it to Tiny. You need to do that publicly, right? And then have a moment with your sister, and then go sit down somewhere and tell the label, re-release this in 6 months after I go to Minneapolis and get some therapy or something. You know what I'm saying? She is, but it ain't working. When the comments, did y'all see the comments on her Instagram? The comments was heavy. They wasn't for her. They don't believe her. When it comes to God. Okay, put it back up. Hey Michelle, how are you? A lot of people get it confused. But you have to see, it's in here, right? You can lie to us. We ain't got no heaven or hell to put you in. We can't do nothing to you, right? But talk about you. But if you really want to get it right, you got to get that thing right with God and whoever you hurt. You got to get it right with them, right? You got to get it right with them. And her husband is not going to allow her. Let's just say she wants to. Because I'm kind of thinking in my head, do y'all answer me this? Do y'all think in her head she want to really get it right with her sister, but the husband is telling her something else? Do y'all think that? No one can take Latasha serious. No, they ain't. They're not. Because we know you're being puppeteered. We know who the puppet master is. Right? And what she need to do, again, is sit down with somebody, truly repent, give her sister that $30,000, and go sit down. If you're really a good Christian and you do things right, I'm pretty sure the record label, the Motown Gospel label division, would allow her some time and then re-release that album, and then she can go around and you know, she's repentant, she's recovered and refreshed, and now let's start over. When you are a minister, gospel singer, anyone that wants to inspire and lead people to good life has to lead that God. Fucking Neva told her to make a line on them. Then so right. Iyanla is retired. But see, I think it's too much for Iyanla right now. Did y'all see the third? I didn't see it yet. Said Rocky told her he was with Kid. Stop it. This nigga crazy. What? No one's perfect, but sit down until you get it together. Don't try to minister others and you're not living right. That's right. That's what I say. She got to go sit down. She got to go sit down. You got to go sit down. So it's way over there. Sit down in the back. Go over there and sit down. It's on Tasha K Live. Yeah, that's the live.com. You gotta pay to get into that. I'm gonna wait till she send it out free on her YouTube channel. So they are obsessed with Kandi. Him and her. I think, quite frankly, he wanted to have sex with all of them but Tiny. Y'all saw it. So y'all, well, how much Tasha K Live cost? $5 a month or something? What that cost? $5 a time? How does that work, y'all? How does that work? Might explain why she hate Kandi. $12? What? For what, a month? Or every time you watch it? What? That's a lot. Is that what they call? What is them called? I can't do it. Yeah, me either. But what is them called? Patreon. Is that the same as Patreon? Or hers is something else? I ain't doing that. I ain't got it. I got to save my apps. I'm trying to get MGM. I want my son to get MGM so I can watch Godfather season 3. Patreon. Okay, that's what I thought. Child, that's a month. That's a lot. That's an expense we don't have to have. What's she talking? She talking good enough for 10? Is she talking $10 worth of stuff? But you know, I think what she does is she do that and then she put it on her YouTube channel. I think that sidekick interview. Oh, you go up for? Shut up. Well, she got to pay that $4 million back. She got to pay that $4 million back. Y'all think she can pay that back, or she be paying that the rest of her life? That's a heavy burden right there. When all you had to do was she another one should have shut the fuck up and sat down over there somewhere. Just keep talking. Just keep talking. Just keep talking. Hey, Eve. You just talked yourself into $4 million worth of shit. Woo, that was the most expensive talk. Child, please. Listen, it pays to be quiet. Let me tell y'all something. When I was growing up, right? And I would always be around my friends, older brothers, sisters, parents, and all them. And they let me sit down around them. Why? Because I would be quiet. I would sit back and be quiet. Everybody over there playing, do what they do. I'm going to sit back and be quiet. I'm trying to learn something, and I did, right? Shut up sometime. It's okay. It is. Yeah, $14.99 is a lot. Like, Tasha got to pay them people that money, though. But, you know, I wonder realistically, how long, if she keep doing that, how many years would it take her to pay that $4 million? Yeah, that's a lot of money, though. She be messing up, y'all. It's been messing up the last couple days. And I don't know why. Because the other day when I was trying to go live, it was messing up before I went live on the TV. And I paid, you know, I upped the megabytes or gigabytes or whatever it is. They say it's because of all these trees and stuff, right? And I got 10 trees in my yard. Y'all see Kimber real name dropping Jay-Z and Beyonce? Dropping? What you mean dropping? What's she talking about? What Kimber real is always talking about something. What's she talking about? That's another one supposed to be you so gospel-y. And just, Kimber real is messy. Yeah, she is. Yes, she is. Yes, she is messy. Like, go sit down somewhere and eat a sandwich. That's what you do. Go sit down. Like, she's always saying something and talking out of turn and talking about folks on the pulpit like she's the worst. Because I think she calls herself a pastor too, or a reverend or something, don't she? She get up on that pulpit and start talking about folks. See if Beyonce lock herself in the closet without listening to Kim Burrell album, and Jay-Z called Kim and told her that she gonna. What? If that was the case, first of all, I don't believe that Jay-Z called her. Maybe he did. And what he wanted to do, come get her out the closet? Natasha, the new Kim Burrell, mine is preaching. Yeah, why would you? So first of all, preachers are supposed to hold whatever you tell them to themselves. That's number one. Number one, you're supposed to hold that to yourself. Even if you ain't a preacher, you gospel, you Christian enough to keep whatever somebody tell you to yourself. Why go blab it to the world? Because Kim Burrell is not that good of a singer to me. I don't know how she got so high up like that, because she's not that good of a singer to me. She had a breakdown. So what she did, why would you tell it? That's personal. Why would you tell it? I don't like her. No, I don't like her. I don't like that. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? I don't like that. I don't like that, y'all. I don't like that. I don't like that. Now, for anybody who just came in, I'm going live every Sunday at 6. I won't be uploading any videos because I'm going to finish my book. It's got to get done. Yeah, I don't like that. But that's that girl's personal business. But you know what I do think, speaking of Jay-Z and her, Beyonce, because he's older than her. I do. And people say she drink a lot and so on and so forth. Yeah, thirsty for clout. I think that it might be something going on in there. You know what I'm saying? Because people got her on a pedestal. She might not want to be on that pedestal. She might want to just drink and cuss and talk shit and be raunchy sometimes. They got her on a pedestal. She don't want to be on that pedestal. Have y'all finished watching that series Swarm about they didn't call it the Beehive? What they call it? They called it something. But it seems like they was talking about Beyonce. But I want Tasha to go somewhere and sit down. I'm gonna need everybody. I need Tasha. I need Jonathan Majors. We need a timeout on everybody. I need y'all to go get corrected. That's what I need. Yeah, ain't that the truth? So many false prophets out here, they need to tread. Ain't that I would be scared. If Swarm was good, I would be scared. I don't ever play with God. I don't. I do not. Yeah, I watched it all at once. Not probably in a couple of days or something like that. But what I realized towards the end, that's a real person. And they still looking for her. They still looking for her. I ain't gonna tell you, I ain't gonna spoil it, but that's a real person. That's based on a real story, which is crazy. She was crazy and it went unchecked. See what I'm saying? She was in a foster home. See, people can slip through the cracks so easily when you're in a foster system, right? Everyone quarantined and sent out. Right, Denise. That's what I'm saying. Because y'all going out of control around here. Y'all is out of control, right? But back to the girl. When you in a foster system, you can fall through the cracks, right? And so nobody notices, even though people, like the lady said, something was off with her. That's why they had to send her back, right? Yeah, that just triggered me on something. But yeah, they had to send her back. And so whenever you're in a foster situation, right, the moment you don't act right, you are subject to go back somewhere. I'm gonna say that. Go back somewhere. One of the most traumatizing events that happened to me, which is why it took me years to realize this. I have a what's that called? It's a disorder where you don't want people to leave you, right? I can't think of the name of it right now. But I was 11 years old, and it's just a little bit tidbit, y'all. I was 11 years old, and I went from one foster home to the other, and they didn't tell me. They just took me. Wasn't no preparation. Wasn't no, hey, next week you're going to the new place. They just snatched me and took me, literally, right? When I tell y'all that fucked me up. So when I get in relationships, which I didn't know this till I was older, uh, I'm fearful of somebody leaving me. And that's why I never really got into one, right? Until this last one, not really, because I'm scared they're gonna leave. There's a name for that. I can think of it and tell y'all next Sunday. I call it. It's got a name. But they snatched me. So it's like for years, as far as a man go, I wouldn't get close because you're gonna leave. You're gonna leave. Yeah. Still hold on by a thread. What happened to Wendy Williams? What happened? Did something else happen to her? I ain't looked at. I was at church today. Did something else happen to her? Oh Lord. Oh Lord. What keep coming down my timeline? I don't know why this picture keep coming on my timeline. It's a reel. And it keeps showing Wendy with her legs like this over her shoulder. She got her leg up and that foot looked like an elephant foot. I don't know why that thing keep coming on my timeline. Oh my. I hope she all right. But see, another thing, if you're in a bad relationship and you in it a long time, that can make you, it can carry you into bad health. I've seen it happen a lot of times in real life. And that's what happened to Wendy. If he had been loving on her and doing all that, even though she had whatever it was she had, deep vein, whatever she had, it wouldn't be as bad as it is. She still selling all that stuff and moving to LA. Oh, she leaving New York. Did she got a boyfriend? Did she really got a boyfriend? Y'all know what I seen that I thought was the craziest thing? But do what you do. She and her boyfriend, and they was holding hands. See, when I get me a boyfriend, he gonna hold my hand too. And they was going through, and Cher's face is still, it don't move. I don't think her face moved, right? And he was the paparazzi was saying stuff to her, and her face didn't move, and they was going wherever they was going. Who they caught Wendy Williams, Denise? They caught Wendy Williams. Like, that's a sad story. That's a sad story. You moved your side piece down and around the corner amongst during my illness and sickness and said, forget me. And then had nerve to want me to still take. That was the part right there. You want me to still take care of you. I got to still pay you. Judge said, no, go ahead on. Don't come back ever. Now you got to go work a job. Go over there to Amazon and get you a job. You know, her face didn't move. Her face don't move. Every time I see her, she has the same position. Her face always looks the same like that. It don't move. She look good, but her face don't move. She about 76 or something. Like, she messing with a young dude. Do you think she able to handle youngin? Can she handle youngin? Is she flipping and dipping and spreading and all? Is she what's she doing, y'all? What's she doing? I don't want to know. What's she doing? Abandonment issues. That's the word. Abandonment. That's the word I was looking for. Abandonment issues. I have that. Yeah, have that. Didn't realize it till I was in my 40s. Yeah, abandonment issues. Because I never really let nobody get that close. Not no man get that close to me like that. Abandonment issues. I'm frightened of that. I was. I don't know if I'm. I don't know. I might be fixed. I don't know. But I was. You know. And my ex that was the narcissist, he would always threaten to leave, and I had a feeling that's when I realized I was like that. I would have a feeling that was so weird in my body, right? And it took me some years to realize that that's where that came from. Oh yeah. So anyway, y'all, Sunday at 6. Like I said, I you know, I'm a little weird right now, right? Because my friend keep flashing in my mind. I didn't cry. I was going. I felt like crying, but I didn't cry. I was outside and stuff. It is said, Wendy has said and put out a lot of negative about others. So, yeah, you can't do that. Can't do that. But I need to be with myself and grieve my friend, right? Because this is somebody I would have really been with, for real, for real. I enjoyed being with him. right? I enjoyed being with him, and yeah, that's sad. He's young, too young to be leaving here. You gotta take care of yourself. You got to see. Listen, you gotta take care of yourself mentally. A good mate, I believe, will keep you here a long time. You know, sometimes God do other things. When somebody loving on you properly and treating you right, you can go a long ways, right? When you're not being treated right, two of my kids' dads, they women that they've been with for years and years mysteriously died. They just dropped dead young in their 40s, right? That's because them niggas worried them to death. I ain't can't nobody tell me nothing different. They worried them to death, right? They worried them to death. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't let them breathe, wouldn't let them think for themselves. You know, that, like what Tasha's in, you can't tell me she happy. She could appear to be happy. She could put on cute clothes, cute makeup, cute hair, and be cute. And in that house, it's turmoil. Turmoil. Because when she was sitting there crying, you've been in her face all these other times. He was supposed to be sitting right there next to her. He was supposed to be sitting right there next to her, holding her with the tissue box. Here you go, baby. Wiping the tears off her eyes. You got to start with the self-love before you know. That's true. Hey, friend. That's true. That's true. Did you like the concert, Boyz II Men? Was it good? Yeah. 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 Friend, you're going to be proud of me. I don't know if you heard me. This is my friend Jeanette, y'all, who's been telling me stuff. I'm finally going to get it done. Yeah, I'm finally going to get it done. Yeah, you know, you need somebody good in your life, because then, I've seen too many times where men would break a woman down. It was fabulous. It was. I didn't think they would be that good like that. Even though I know they could sing. Now, so even though they don't have the dude, it's just the three of them. They don't have the, because the dude that ain't in it is the deep voice dude, ain't he? He the baritone or the bass, whatever it is. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, you gotta have the self-love, y'all. Listen, Sunday at 6, right? No more. I'm not uploading no more till I got my book finished or just about. So my 30, I'm gonna give myself 30 days or so. And see where I'm at in the 30 days. They were there by themselves already. So how long was they on the stage? How long was they on stage? 2 hours? Oh, did they got that many songs? Did they change their clothes? They was there by themselves. Okay. Okay. He's not there. He has health concerns. With MS, but I thought that he wanted to come back and they told him no, too. Oh, that's what he has, MS. Oh, wow. Act Your Age show. No, what that come on? Act Your Age. What show that? What network that come on? Oh, 1 hour 30. That's good. That's good. Hour 30 minutes. That's good. That's good. What network Act Your Age show come on? What they doing? Hey. The people out in the back. My son, I can hear them talking. 1 hour 30 minutes. That's good. That's a good show. That's a good show. How was they dressed? Jeanette is my jet setting friend. Anyway, y'all, I'm hungry, and on Peacock it's good. Tisha Campbell. Oh, I had heard about that. That's what it's called. I thought that was on Bounce. It's a new show on. I thought they was on Bounce. Yeah, that's what I thought. They wouldn't let him come back. He wanted to come back. That's how they need to do Tasha. Supposed to be New Age Golden Girl. Oh, it's on Peacock. I'm about to watch it right now. I thought that was on Bounce. Oh, Oh, I wanted to see that because that's about the third or fourth episode because it started a few weeks ago, didn't it? Yeah. Okay. It was on Bounce, so they showing it on Peacock. Good. See how the Lord works? I was like, Dad, I can't see it. Oh, it is on Bounce, not Peacock. So I can't see it. Yeah, I can't see it. I want to see that. I don't have Bounce. I don't have cable right now. I need to get this. I had this thing on my Fire Stick. It costs a certain amount, and you watch all the channels for a year. But I ain't got it right now. Oh, well, tell me the name of it. I wonder how else I can stream it. It probably can't because it's on Bounce. I watch it through Amazon Prime. Brown Sugar. You got Brown Sugar. See, let me tell y'all how the apps I got. I got Prime, Hulu, Netflix, Peacock, BT Plus, Paramount Plus, All Black, Stars. And I'm trying to get my son to get MGM so I can watch Godfather. But I thought about Brown Sugar, but Brown Sugar seemed like a lot of that stuff was old. So now they want brown people to buy Brown Sugar so they didn't put a new show on it. So is they funny? Is they good? Because I like Kim Whitley. Oh, Brown Sugar. Dang, I'm going to have to get Brown Sugar. Dang. How much is Brown Sugar? $5.99? I got a lot of subscriptions because I cut my cable up. I had cable for 30 years or so, 25, long time since it came out. And, because I had kids, they was all different ages. So I had cable. I cut it off last year. I just cut off when I was in Charlotte. When I was in Charlotte, I just cut the cable off and got the apps. And I got Fire Sticks. Like I said, I had this thing on my Fire Stick. I'm going to have to get with them, but I just don't have the money right now. I mean, not that good. It ain't good enough for a subscription? Oh, okay. Okay, save me then, because I'm a TV head. Save me. Save me. I want to see it, though. I do want to see it. So on Tubi or something I can see Bounce XL. But they show black shows, but I don't think they show that show. And I ain't got no guide to it, so I don't know if they show it or not. I'm going to have to Google, does that, what's the name of that show come on Bounce XL? Oh, man, I want to see that show. Now, what come on tonight? Tonight is Sunday. Something come on tonight. I got to watch Power, right? Power. And something else come on tonight, too. I don't know, because I'm a wean myself. Yeah, it's too expensive, friend. It got too expensive. But then once I got this I had a high-powered Fire Stick. I got 3 Fire Sticks in a Fire Stick box. I got 4 of them, but I ain't even tried my box since I moved here. But I had this Fire Stick company. I don't know what it's called. This underground system. You pay these people X amount of dollars, and you see all the channels, all the pay-per-views, all the everything, right? I just ain't paid them. I ain't paid them since because it's for a year. You pay them a certain amount for the year. Oh, that's what come on tonight. What time? That's what come on. That's on Bravo. Yeah, I watched that. No, I can't watch. Yeah, I can't watch. I got Philo. I can watch that. I wanted Bounce ain't on Philo, I don't think. I got Philo, so I can watch that. Okay, that's another thing. I got Philo. Corey, nephew. I'm about to go, nephew. Nephew, let me give you the rundown. I was wondering where you was. Let me give you the rundown. So I ain't going to be uploading no videos for about 30 days. I need to finish my book, right? And I'm going to see where I'm at in 30 days. But I will be going live at 6 o'clock every Sunday. 6 o'clock every Sunday, come hell or high water. I'm going live every Sunday. If I think I can incorporate another day, I will, but what I'm about to do is get in the lab. I'm turning my phone off. Like I told everybody else, I want to leave an absence from my job. I'm in the lab. I'm gonna be in the lab. I ain't gonna be doing nothing but trying to finish my book. So that's what I'm doing, right? So I ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna be live at 6 o'clock. I just ain't gonna be uploading no videos for about 30 days because I really need to get this done. And God done put it on. It's on me. It's on me. It's on me. I got to do it, right? So anyway, y'all, I'm about to go eat. And Think about my friend that ain't here no more. You know, life is short, so do all the things that you want to do, y'all, and treat people right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Everybody do have a good week. Nick, you so sweet. Everybody have a good week. Friend, I'm gonna call you. I know I keep saying that, but it's all kind of stuff going on. Yeah, I got to yeah. So y'all, see you next Sunday at 6 o'clock. I'm I ain't all the way here. See y'all Sunday at 6 o'clock. Love y'all.